Do you think you're brave enough to enter the scariest house in the world? Well, if you are, it's for rent. Just be warned, no one has ever been able to stay there for more than 3 days. The year is 2019, and rumors begin to spread about an abandoned house in Brazil. The rumors said that the home was haunted by the ghost of its previous owner. But it wasn't just any ghost. It was the ghost of a brutal killer who had murdered many people inside the house. People also said they heard screams from inside the empty home at night. One day, someone broke into the home to take a look around. They posted photos online, but they didn't stay long because they felt something strange watching them the whole time. A few days later, another person decided to spend the night in the house, but they left early in the morning, and no one knew why. Since then, the home has remained empty, and it's become overgrown with weeds and vines. But now, instead of being scared of the rumors, you want to know the truth. You want to be the first person to spend a full 3 days in the house without going insane. You find the owner's contact information and call him to ask if you can rent the house for 3 days. The owner agrees and says you can have the house for free if you're willing to spend 3 nights in it. You say yes without hesitation. But when the owner tells you the address, you realize the home isn't in Brazil. It's right across the street from your own house. You've never noticed the house before, but now you can see it clearly. It's a large Victorian-style home with peeling paint and boarded-up windows. As you walk up the driveway, you notice how overgrown the lawn is. You can hear birds chirping and see squirrels scampering around, but there's a disturbing feeling in the air that you can't put your finger on. You knock on the door and wait, but no one answers, so you open the door and step inside. The interior of the house is even more creepy than the exterior. There's cobwebs everywhere and furniture is overturned. You can hear the wind howling outside, and it makes the whole house creak. Then you notice something. All the clocks in the house are stuck at 3:13. You reach out to turn one of them, but it doesn't budge. You try another one and it's frozen too. You look around to see if anyone's home, and you don't see anyone. Then you notice a key on the floor next to one of the clocks. You pick it up and examine it. It looks old and must have been here for a while. You don't know where to start looking, so you decide to begin with the living room. The room is completely empty, except for a rocking chair in the corner. The rocking chair rocks back and forth slowly. You don't know if it's doing this on its own or if someone is sitting in it, but you don't want to find out. You quickly leave the room and head upstairs. You walk past rooms with cobweb-covered paintings and antique desks. You keep going until you find a room with a locked door at the end of the hallway. You try the doorknob to see if it's locked, but it's unlocked. When you push the door open, you step inside and see a dusty 4-poster bed. On the other side of the room, there's a wardrobe with the door hanging off its hinges. You approach the wardrobe and hesitantly open it. Inside, you see a yellowed wedding dress hanging from a hanger. You reach out to touch it, but you pull your hand back when you feel a cold breeze. Then you notice something else in the wardrobe. It's a keyhole. You take the key from your pocket and insert it into the keyhole. It fits perfectly. You turn the key and the wardrobe door opens. Inside you find a diary with the name Maria scrunched shut. You open it and begin reading. Maria wrote about her life in the house and how she couldn't wait to get married. She wrote about how happy she was on her wedding day and how she danced all night at the reception. But as you read further, her writing becomes more disturbed. She began writing about seeing strange things in the house, like the rocking chair moving by itself, and the clocks stopping at 3:13. She also wrote about hearing footsteps in the attic and scratching sounds in the walls. Then she stopped writing. There was no last entry, and you don't know what happened to her. Maybe she went insane and stopped writing. Or maybe she was taken by whatever evil lurks in the house. You close the book and suddenly hear footsteps on the stairs. You run to the window and look down. No one is there. Then you hear a voice behind you. "Who's there?" you ask. But there's no reply. You turn around to see a figure standing in the doorway. It's tall and thin and seems to be made out of darkness. You scream and try to get away, but the figure moves quickly and grabs your arm. It pulls you towards the wardrobe and opens it. Inside, you see a swirling vortex of darkness. You struggle to free yourself from the figure's grasp, but it's no use. It drags you towards the wardrobe and throws you inside. You fall through the darkness and land on the floor. Dazed, you look around and realize you're in the attic. The walls are lined with old trunks and boxes, and cobwebs hang from the ceiling. In the corner, you see a rocking chair moving back and forth slowly. Then you hear footsteps near the door. You hide under a nearby table and peek out. You see a man walking towards you. He's tall and thin and seems to be made out of darkness. He stops in front of the rocking chair and sits down. You don't know what to do, so you stay hidden. The man begins rocking slowly, and you can hear his breathing. After a while, he gets up and walks closer to where you're hiding. "Who's there?" he asks. His voice is raspy and weak. You don't respond. He continues to walk around the attic, and you can hear him muttering to himself. "Where are they? What did they do with them?" He stops and turns towards you. "Who are you?" he asks. You're scared to speak, but you know you need to if you want to get out of here. "I'm just a renter," you say. "I wanted to spend 3 days in the house." The man stares at you for a moment. "You shouldn't be here," he says. "This house is cursed." You try to stand up, but the man puts a finger to his lips. "Don't move," he says. "You're not from around here, are you?" He takes a step closer. "Why did you come here?" You shake your head. "I just wanted to see what it was like," you say. The man lets out a low growl. "This house will drive you mad," he says. "No one can stay here for more than 3 days." You take a deep breath and try to calm down. You know you need to get out of here, but the man is blocking the door. "Let me out of here," you say. "I don't want to be trapped in this house." The man shakes his head. "You can't leave," he says. "Not until they're here." He turns back to the door and continues to stare at it. "They'll be here soon," he says. "I can feel it." You struggle to free yourself from the ropes, but it's no use. You're tied up tight. You continue to struggle until the man speaks again. "Stop struggling," he says. "It's pointless." You glare at him and spit on the ground. "You're crazy," you say. "Let me go and get some help." The man leans in close. "Help won't be coming," he whispers. "They're all gone." He backs away and resumes rocking in the chair. "Just accept it," he says. "You're trapped here with me." You slump to the floor in defeat. You know he's right. No one is coming to save you. You're trapped here with a madman. And as the days go by, you begin to lose your mind.